Before we get to the nitty gritty of the video and we talk about the RS4 Mini, I wanted to give you 3 features that might sell you on this if you're on the fence on whether or not to buy one of these gimbals. There's a few things that I've come across over the last 30 days of using this that have really changed my mind on camera gimbals. I've never been a massive fan, in all honesty, of gimbals. I found them a little bit fiddly to use. The time it takes to balance it and transport it and stuff, it's not particularly portable, but this one is, and it's got 3 features, like I mentioned, that have totally changed the game. One is the auto locking motors. Those are totally game changing. You know, when you want to put your gimbal away and you have to try and find the lock, where it is, you turn it around like that, you're trying to lock it up and put it away for portability. This does it for you. You simply hold down the power button, locked, it's done. And that isn't moving now. We can take that off here, like so, and they're locked. You can just walk away with this now, no problems at all. We can put it back on there, lock that and turn it back on, and it automatically turns back on, unlocks all the motors for you and puts it into balance mode. 3 presses of the trigger to turn it round for selfie mode so you can see what we're doing. That's number 1. Number 2 is the ease of balancing with this new fine tuning knob on the side. Now, like I mentioned, balancing was always a pain. Always sort of found myself trying to balance it and trying to move these arms. Sometimes they slip a little bit and you pull them too far. It was just a nightmare. It took too much time for me. On this now, you've got a fine tuning knob on this bit underneath where the camera is mounted, and you simply just sort of put the camera on, turn this knob to adjust it finely to get the balance just right, and it's done. It's simple, really easy. On top of that, on the screen here, you've got a little camera icon. If it's green, it's perfectly balanced. If it's red, then it gives you which axis needs adjusting, whether it's roll or pan or whatever. Then it tells you. It's simple to follow and easy to do. It takes seconds to set up instead of minutes, and for me, if you're using one of these every day, that makes all the difference. Thirdly is the way that you switch this to vertical mode is ingenious. First of all, what we do is lock the gimbals. You press the power button once, that locks the gimbal. Then on the back of here, there's a little locking mechanism. You unscrew that, we press it in, and this releases the camera. Then you mount the camera. It's so easy. You mount the camera vertically on the notch inside, and then you potentially have to rebalance it just a little bit. I think with this camera I have to lift it up a bit. We'll turn it on and it'll tell me the balance. So it's red, so it's balanced a little bit. So it is the roll that I have to change right. So I'm going to unlock the roll a little bit, push it right until the line is green, and we're done. So I can triple tap it again, and we are in vertical mode. Seconds again rather than minutes. Those 3 features for me have absolutely changed the game when it comes to potentially me using one of these things on a daily basis. So, I mean, that's not it. There's more to come in this video, and we'll touch on all the rest of the specs and the price and stuff, but I just wanted to highlight those 3 things for you because they are, for me, legitimately game changing. The DJI RS4 Mini comes in at £419, which is a fair price for something as advanced as this product. It can handle cameras up to 2 kilograms. This is about 1 kilograms with the lower 10mm on the Sony ZV-E10. I've got the DJI Mic 2 receiver on there as well for the audio. So yeah, handles this perfectly fine. If you're going to put bigger lenses on, obviously you've got that fine tune knob on the side there just to adjust it really quickly. So very good indeed. It's got a 13-hour battery life as well, and this year the gimbal features fast charging, which is excellent because once the battery is depleted you can quickly charge it up to about 80% in about 20 minutes. So yeah, fast charging is a must-have on most modern electronic devices these days. Build quality wise, absolutely exceptional. What you'd expect from DJI. The screen is bright and clear and very responsive. The buttons and everything are nice and clicky and tactile. The grip is very nice. You've got a nice rubber material on the grip. and the overall build quality of the other metal components on the motors, on the locks and everything, it's just going to withstand general use, and it's going to last you a long time, especially with regular firmware updates from DJI. This is the tracking module. I haven't really covered much about this because it does a job, but I don't think it's really, for me, the main focus of this. It will come in useful in certain scenarios, but there's other features that do sort of outshine it for me. But this just literally clips off here. It uses the battery power from the gimbal and is magnetic. It's a really nice little device and it works like that, but it snaps on there perfectly well. Nice build quality, nice, you know, implementation of that technology. The combo package comes with the phone mount. This gimbal isn't just for cameras, you can use it with phones as well, so that's another option you've got. If you're using something like the iPhone 16 Pro like I have, you can still get some wicked shots. And it comes with this, in my opinion, essential bit of kit, the briefcase handle, which just sort of slots onto the front nicely, and then if you want to, you can adjust the angle as well of that briefcase handle. On the top there also you've got a cold shoe, another 3/4 inch mount, you've got 3/4 inch mounts on the side and another cold shoe on the side as well on this handle, so that it gives you a lot more expansion possibilities for different accessories, lights for example, and monitors as well if you want to do that. But for me it's just essential simply because of the fact it helps you transport it, carry it, and get those really nice steady shots with it that I've been getting. So yeah, overall the whole package is absolutely exceptional value, I think, personally, for £419. It's very good. So let's test out the tracking. We've got the tracking module on the gimbal. Now it snaps on there magnetically, so it's not coming off. It's a really firm connection. It's attached to the actual arm of the gimbal, which is really nice. Now then we can use either gesture control, or we can one tap the trigger like with the OM7P to track a subject. So if I put my palm up like that, the gimbal and the camera will start tracking me. So for solo content creators, I bang on about this all the time when it comes to tracking. It's a really essential tool for people like me who work on our own, because we've got no one to help us film. It really does come in handy when you just want to add a little bit more dynamism to your video. It's very good. Within the tracking features, you've got a new responsive tracking mode, and it retains the smooth follow mode for really smooth quality, you know, panning shots, or we're doing a parallel shot, tracking somebody left and right. It really is exceptional quality tracking. And you know, from my initial testing, the camera has actually just stuck to me like glue. Now it does have a limit of about 10 meters, so let's just test that. Let's just go back a little bit. Yeah, I mean it's doing a pretty good, it's doing a good job. I mean, you know, as far as going further away from the camera is concerned and tracking other subjects, it's gonna, you know, it works perfectly fine. It's very, very good indeed. And then we can just stop it with the palm gesture, and then it has stopped tracking us. Now, has it got the smart reframe mode like the other gimbal does? Do that. Oh, it does. Yeah, so now, yeah. So we've got the smart reframe mode as well. So if I want myself in this side of the frame, you just put that sort of signal up and it will stop tracking. You move into the side of the frame that you want to move into, and then put that sign up again, and it will track you constantly in this side of the frame. So it has got that feature as well, which is fantastic. I didn't read anything about that in the literature that DJI sent me or on the website, but it works, and it works well. When you're switching lenses, that's when the fine-tuning knob comes into its own. So basically, we want to take off this big 10mm. We're going to just unlock it, and then we're going to put the 24 on like that, and it will probably tell us that we need to re-center the gimbal when I unlock it. So it just says adjust it a little bit, so we're going to unlock this like that, and then we just turn this fine-tuning knob a little bit backwards because it's a little bit more front heavy than that one, and then just lock it again. So easy, and that's the way with this particular gimbal. That fine-tuning knob makes all of the difference, it really does. The gimbal also has wireless connection to most cameras. So most Sony cameras, I think, and modern cameras will accept the wireless connection via Bluetooth. It's easy to set up, and then you can control not only the zoom. With Sony cameras in particular, you've got clear image zoom, and I can control the zoom now with this. So I can zoom in a little bit using the trigger by just pulling the trigger back when I'm in zoom mode, like so, and like that. So I got with clear image zoom with the Sony ZV-E10, which I'm using, you've got 1.5 zoom. And then when I want to use the joystick to move it around, there's a little switch on the side which changes it to the gimbal control, and then we can turn it left and right, like so, up and down, using the joystick. We can also do the focus with a light touch on the record button and then start recording as well, which I'm doing now. So yeah, it's really good, the fact that you've got wireless control. If you've got a camera that doesn't support the wireless control with all those features, then it does come in the box with the cable to connect the cable to the camera from the gimbal to do it like that with a wired connection. So you've got both options, but most cameras are compatible with that wireless connection, which makes it a lot easier to use and very convenient, especially when you've got on the gimbal. You don't want to press the record button because it affects the gimbal motors. You just want to press a button to start and stop recording and to control the zoom. There's a lot more to cover on the RS4 Mini, so if you're new to the channel, make sure you do subscribe, press the bell, because I'll be doing other videos, follow-up videos on how I'm using this, what the shots you can get, some other more advanced features about this gimbal. But my first impressions of using this for the last 4 weeks or so, this is an exceptional product and I do fully recommend it. I'm going to be utilising this a lot over the weeks and months to come. So if you don't want to grab on, there's a link in the description down below. That's an affiliate link. Helps this channel grow if you do purchase through that link, but you don't have to. It doesn't cost you any extra. And if I've got any other further discount codes, I'll put them in the pinned comment. That's it for this one. Thanks for watching. If you want to check out this video over here, you might like that one. And if you click that one up there, YouTube thinks you might like that one. If you do click the link, I'll see you over there. Bye guys.